to check out Rose City merch. It's a perfect way to show your love and support for the show. From comfy tees to cool mugs and tumblers, there's something for everyone. Head over to our website now and grab your favorites. The link is in the description. Thank you, and back to our show. Welcome to Rose City, the After Show, the podcast where we dive into the popular novel Rose City by author Karina Q. And each episode, we will be discussing a different aspect of the book, from the complex characters to the intricate plot twists and everything in between. Check out Rose City on stay up to date as we explore unique perspectives and insights on the story. Also, don't forget to link in with us, subscribe to the channel, and give us a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell. Also, don't be shy. Say something in the chat, okay? Something cute. Good morning, Alicia. How are you feeling?
I'm great. I'm great this morning.
I'm starting to get a little sick. My voice is getting a little bit raspy. You hear that, Megan Thee Stallion?
I hear the rasp. Yeah. What's going on there? Have you been yelling this week?
I yell every day. That's what I do. I got 3 babies. They need all that love. Maybe it's just like it's fall, it's cold outside, it's foggy. I don't know. And then I like to sleep with my windows open, even not the downstairs windows. So I ain't gonna have no creases coming through the window. I have to stand this window or my balcony. I'll have my balcony door, I'll have it cracked open. But I'm just like that. I don't care if it's snow outside on the ground. I have to have my window open a little bit. I like fresh, cool air just coming in. And so I don't know if it's that or if it's maybe a combination, my allergies are acting up, but you're around allergies, folks, so I don't really get relief. I'm popping a pill daily.
Okay, popping in the over-the-counter.
Yeah, the allergy. I ain't doing that other stuff.
You can get at Walmart.
I'm not going to jail, and I'm not going to become no junkie. I ain't going to be hooked on nothing but Jesus. And he looking at me sideways these days. He like, what'd you say? You hooked on who?
A little bit of alcohol.
My connection. I'm building, I'm telling him, don't be side-eyeing me. Your girl working on getting to where she need to be. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a really real prayer too. I was like, God, now you know where I need to be and where I'm at.
You know what I mean? You know where I'm here.
I need help.
I'm gonna need some help, Lord. So yeah, he's real faithful. So like my mama said, just put it before the Lord daily, and He'll help you get to where you have to get to. This is a journey, folks. We're not perfect. Anyways, how are you feeling other than that?
Good. Little scatterbrain this morning, but that's why I'm down in the coffee, so I'm gonna be great.
Don't know. They just don't know.
But no, I'm great. How you doing though?
Doing okay. Other than my little raspy voice, I'm okay. I'm living.
Cute though.
Well, thank you. You look good too, sis.
No, I'm talking about you look good, but I'm talking about the voice. It's cute.
Oh, it's cute. You know what? I've always thought that I sounded really good with a little bit rasp, but God didn't think it was fit for me to have it. But I'm working with it. I'm working with everything God has given to me. Okay. We're gonna work with it. But that little rasp is a little sexy. What else is there, sis? Mm-hmm. The next breakthrough. Jesus Christ.
Our next breakthrough. Praise God. Praise God. Girl, take it all the way back to the church. We'll have a breakthrough today, man.
It's a breakthrough Thursday. It's supposed to be icebreaker question. It was what is your ideal of a fun girls' night in? Because it ties back to the chapter. Mm-hmm. And you kind of, talked a little bit about it. I'll say for myself, then I'll let you go. But I think me and hers are pretty much identical. A perfect night in for us with our girls or whoever is definitely it's gonna involve some really comfortable clothes. Your hair is gonna have to be comfortable in a silk scarf. What about it?
You don't do them wigs on girls' night.
Your hair in a bun or a ponytail. It's gonna have to be something that's gonna be very, very low maintenance, out of my face. Sweatpants, t-shirts,
muumuus.
You said muumuus. Girl, do you know my mama bought me a muumuu for years ago for Christmas, and I thought it was so pretty, and it was royal blue and it's very silky, and he was like, that ain't it. And I was like, I don't care, because my mama bought me a muumuu. And baby, I wore it. He was like, take it off, it looks terrible. And I was like, babe, it's a muumuu. It's just what Black women wear around the house because we just want to be comfortable. Do you know I came back a week later to put my muumuu on after the shower, taking my stuff and threw it away?
Ooh.
That's the only thing that T's ever me from having. And it's he's like, this is ugly. It's ugly.
I'd be like, you know what, sir? You just gonna praise God. That's
praise God. And I did tell him one day, I had said, hey, I went to like Walmart or Target. And I said, they had some muumuus. Karina, don't get started. And I said, I don't care. I said, I'm telling you right now, they're comfortable and I like them. But one of the reasons why I don't wear muumuus because that's easy access, and he ain't gonna be lifting up my stuff.
They married with kids, but nah, you're not gonna be lifting up my stuff, okay?
But there was something like, it was like a modern style movie. It wasn't like the ugly mess from like the 70s. It was more, But anyway, but yeah, so I'm like, I go to sleep, honey. I have on me some pants. I have me on some shorts, something, because I'm gonna feel if you're trying to tug on something.
Back in my married days, that wasn't that was against the rules. Oh my God. I came to bed in pants once and yeah, he lost it. And then once I figured out that's what made him mad, I was like, oh no. No easy access.
No easy access. You're gonna work for this, baby. Work for it.
Oh my God. That's too
where this is going is going to be heavily edited. My ideal night in is like making something really, really bomb, something good to eat, maybe baking some cookies or some brownies, ice cream on deck, and just really comfortable clothes and like really comfortable blankets and like a bomb movie. So
yeah, good, very unhealthy food. And then after that sits down, because it's a night, so we got hours.
Like a bottle.
With some wine. That includes a pass out, a little power nap for an hour or so. Involuntarily. But then to follow it up with some ice cream, because I eat dinner and then I wake up and I'm like, I need something sweet. So yeah, I don't do the dinner and then dessert. That's team too much. Karina always finds something, girl. We was cracking up at ATL, like ATL. That
oh my God, ATL was such a good show. That mess used to crack us up.
I was like, okay, I wasn't really into it. Like, that wasn't one of my shows until me and her watched it together. And I'm like,
ATL was funny as hell. And one of the things I think I loved about ATL was that it wasn't trying to give you an experience from like the perspective of like, oh, let's make it where other people can digest it. It's like, listen, if this works for you, then, have a sip of it. But if it doesn't, then just go get you something out. I also liked it. It was just like, like regular people doing regular stuff. It wasn't overly like ghetto. You know what I mean? It was just it was like the right touch of the mixture was just right. It was a good balance, I think that you have people who think that everything has to be like Boys in the Hood.
Like, or menace to society. Like,
why are we still here?
It's so ghetto.
Yeah. So our ideal night is just really hanging out and being comfortable, eating good food. And so like some people like, oh, going out with my girls. And
I was say that club hopping, I don't know. I got that out of my system by the time I was like 23.
It was one of those things that even when I did go out, I had fun, but it wasn't. I'm weird. I'll go out and be like, I want to go home.
Me too. I'm like, okay. I always had to arrange a ride home because I know me. I go to the bar and it seemed too much. And most of the time, the people that I would trust or the people was like, yo, if you're going to be up around 3 a.m, I'm
going to need a ride.
I'm going to need a ride. And so, yeah, that gets annoying. To this day, I got to have me some wheels because when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go.
Okay. Yes. All right. Well, we'll go on to the introduction. So this is Malia. Okay. She had the girls come over. She's missing her friends. She's been like in the throes of love, right, with Chan. So now she's invited Ari over, which is Eva's sister. She's invited Veronica over and Wendy, and she done got some food going. And so now they're sitting around, they're drinking wine, they're talking, and baby, they're passing the tea. Everybody want to know about what was going down with Malia and Chan, how he threw it back. Did she pick it up and take it? Like, they want to know.
They need them details.
The details, baby. How did it go? Though? So Malia's kind of just filling them in on that. And they're just having like girl time. And of course, Mike's name, it comes up in like Rose City Society, where Malia's at. And there's her doing some reflecting. And, her friends are asking her questions. And they're trying to say something without saying it, because they're just like, okay, we know you like head over heels in love with this guy, but have you thought about like the ramifications of what it's going to be like dating this person? It's just like group of people in Rose City are very, very stubborn and very hard to work with. They have this idea of we all should just stay in this little cult together, and when one person tries to break out the cult, it's like we got to send out our shooters. So
Our hitters.
Out there trapping it. So it's trying to find Malia to kind of they're not trying to scare her, but they are kind of just being like, be aware of how this might go. And so that's pretty much the gist of that. They're just kind of sitting there, kind of just going through the whole rundown. The wedding comes up. Malia reflects on her feelings about that, about her daddy. Her friends are everybody's kind of talking about like where they're at. Wendy's made some comments about her husband and she's sick of this mess. So we're gonna dive into that because that's one of the questions. Or we get a chance to see Eva's sister Ari and who she is, and kind of gives us a little bit more detail about even Eva. We know Eva is Malia's homegirl, and we know she's like a good friend and stuff, but we're still learning more about the other characters and their development, so that you're like, oh, I feel like I know this person too. So I think that's the fun thing about Rose City, is that you're getting to know the characters a little bit by little bit. You're getting to see more and more of who they are and how their world is framed and shaped and stuff. So that's what's happening here. What were your thoughts on this chapter?
I was like, oh, I forgot about, because I think she was mentioned earlier. But like when we were talking about the soup and us being half Asian and blah blah blah, and I was like, oh, okay, put a little. Because I'm thinking we all, I know that, Eva's supposed to be biracial, whatever, but in my mind, we all Black, and we just, and I gotta forget, there's a little flavor thrown in here and there and stuff. So, but yeah, I was laughing. I'm trying to save it for the questions, but I was laughing. I thought Malia was doing the absolute most. The absolute most. I'm like, okay, I get it. Like he put it down, but
She said, y'all got to hear this story. I got to tell you how it happened.
Okay. And I kind of liked it. When she's, I guess, we're reading the book and it's kind of put like into the romantic, sweet, blah, blah, blah. And then she's with her girl. It's like, yeah, nigga, that he got this work. I mean, that dick was boom, 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 boom. And I mean, I was like, yes, that's how we chop it up.
We chop it up though.
And so I liked that. I liked the little switch,
Right.
Code switching,
baby. Do what we have to do. And I think that is like, you see people from certain perspectives, like, oh, they're just so well put together. They're all buttoned up. And it's like, they are. But when you're with your people, you really are able to let loose. Because I'm going to say that people who watch Rose City and see me on here, who know me outside, I know they're shocked. Because they're just like, Karina is so quiet. Like, Karina's so reserved when she's out and about. But when she gets on here, turns into a savage with her friends. Because you're getting the chance to see me in my element, like with my people, where I'm comfortable and we're laughing and we're talking. And so I think that's really important to know that people can have like a duality. There can be a balance, or the harmonious balance. You don't always just have to be a book smart nerd. Yes, I am a book smart nerd. I have a master's degree, and my girl over here, she got her degree too. You feel me? So you can have all of that and still be able to be like a well-rounded person, where everything has to be so intellectual all the time. And yes, I'm definitely into politics. You know what I'm saying? So I follow what's going on. I try to stay informed as much as possible. I'm not no expert, but you're getting a chance to see Malia and her friends and just be people. And I think that, like you said, everything's always so romantic and it's so high class and luxury and elegance and some fun there. But it was just really fun to see them be like girls, you know what I'm saying? And like they turn their Afro beats on and Wendy's popping it and shaking it and stuff like that. Because I mean, I'll do all that at home. You ain't catch me at no party, you know what I'm saying, throwing nothing back. Now, if you catch me at my house with my friends and we turn the music up, baby, I'm clapping, I'm dropping, I'm shaking, all kind of stuff. But that's really at home. I'm not going to be at a backyard.
At your house. You're like,
make it clap.
I've seen it happen. I'm like, oh, okay, Karina did get down. All right. You go somewhere else for the exact same song, and she's going to be like,
See, I know how to control myself out in public. She knows me. I'm giving y'all this.
And that's all you get out of her. You're gonna get some snaps, maybe a little bit of shoulder, but that's it. That's all you're getting out of Karina.
Honey, at home, I
wait till she get home.
And I turn up. Be like
all the way up.
You're doing a lot. You're right, because I'm at home and it's in the privacy. Yeah, I do a lot.
Let me put some socks on. They gotta see the slide.
You ain't even know though. I'm gonna tell you one thing you're gonna have with me is always gonna be some fun.
And nothing even has to happen. That's what's so like beautiful about it. Like we could just be, we could just be sitting there and like a bird could fly, really fast past the window. We're like, where are you going? And then that turns into a whole thing. Like, it don't have to be a lot. It's not, but that's what I like. That's what I like. I'm like, cool. It's just easy. It's just
very, very easy.
Easy fun.
So that is our recap of our introduction, and we can get to some questions. First question is yours, Lily.
All righty. Let's see. All right. Can we talk about how Chan put that thing on Malia? The way she was walking around our house, cleaning and saying his name, made me want whatever it was that she ordered. Is this love or lust? It's a little bit of both. And this is what I was talking about. Like, I felt like she was doing the absolute most. I've had some experiences, but never have I came home and I'm just like sweeping the floor and like blah 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 and had to say his name. Like it's the most, almost like when she had to do a full spin after her first little thing with she's so dramatic. So yeah, I felt like she was doing a little bit of the most. That's just me personally. Like, I felt like, come on, sis. I know we all get that little tingle sometimes if we think about it, if he really did what he's supposed to do. But that's not going to make me just sit somewhere and, wipe the counter and be like, blah, blah, blah. That's going to be his name, okay? It's blah, blah, blah. So I think it's a mixture of love and lust.
Definitely.
It's the most, but love and love. She's fallen in love. Of course, it's lust. I mean, the dude is fine. He's hung. He's giving it to her in every way possible and feeds her good food. And, the massage. I mean, he had it all together. So definitely the lust factor is there. You're not, he ain't hard to look at, you know what I mean, or be with. So, but she's now falling in love because it's like, okay, I need this in my life. Like this can't be, a Friday night thing. Like this
it's not to be an everyday thing.
Okay? I need this.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
I agree. I definitely think it was a little bit of both. When is it love? Is it lust? It's all of the above. I think this man didn't put some type of voodoo on this woman that she like, I don't even know what it is. On with it. Whatever this is, I want some more of it. You know what I mean? So yeah, she was doing a lot, going to sweep the floor and
blah blah blah.
Like whimsical. She's so crazy. No, I have never been cleaning my house and I was so sprung on somebody. I'm just like blah blah blah.
If I say his name out, it's real. Like
to me, it's like when I hear, because I do hear about people saying stuff like, I be watching all kinds of stuff, and I know my mom, what are you over there watching? I'm like, Mom, I'm really not dabbling in anything other than Jesus himself, but I do watch like documentaries on different things or whatever. And people talk about how, like, if you think about somebody too hard, or if you say their name, you could like, I don't know, so not like channel them or call them, but like get their attention. I was like, what kind of mess is Malia Blum? Shan. I was at the house because you was calling his name. It was like, remember they saying, you speak of the devil and he'll appear type thing. So I was like, what is she doing? Right. But yeah, Malia's too cute. And she is just like head over heels in love. She makes you sick with it. She's like that. She's on that Disney princess stuff. Right.
Yes. I'm like, this is so Disney, but then it turns R-rated in the weirdest way.
R-rated real quickly. So Malia is, she's really deeply like on this. I feel like everybody should experience this on some level, maybe not to this depth, but to feel this way. But my thing is when you're up this high, I'm always thinking about that fall. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like,
ew.
Yeah. So my thing is
something different.
Yes, Malia is so taken by him. She's like, I ain't never had nothing that looked like this, sounded like this, walked like this, moved like this, touched me like this. Like she's really... It's almost too much for her mind to conceive. And all this is mine. Because at one point she was like almost hyperventilated, had to sit on the couch, and she was like, Lord Jesus, can't believe that this is my man. He's my man. He's my man, my man, my man.
My man, my man.
My man. So she's just like having this moment. She's like, thank you, Lord, for bringing him into my life. I'm like, are you thanking God way too early, though? Because my thing is, we need to be like, I mean, I'm not saying don't thank God for him, but not to this extent, because it's only been a few months, right? I need to see how you're going to be 2 years down the road. Am I still going to be thanking God for you? Or I'm going to be asking God to remove you because you're toxic, right? So we need to make sure that this is okay, right? So, yeah, it's definitely a lot of love. It's a lot of lust. She's falling in love, and people are addicted to the falling in love stage of it because it's easy. It's like you don't know anything about their traumas and their hurt and all the baggage that they come with. It's like as you get comfortable and people really start to open up their heart to you, then they start to show you like you got some damage in your life, but in the beginning, it's all just so pretty. It's all, she's just so perfect. And it's like nobody's perfect, right? Everybody comes with bag. I don't care. I ain't got no bag. You do. And the fact that you say you don't.
That you know.
You have double baggage.
Triple, okay? Toxic hell.
And send it to somebody else. I don't want it on this plane.
Girl, can you imagine meeting somebody? He's like, yeah, because I ain't got no baggage.
They do. People do. People literally.
Yeah, you ain't getting a call back.
I feel like everybody has a level of baggage, whether it's with friendships, family, past relationships. Everybody has something that has broken their heart, made them sad, made them feel some kind of way, right? But you find those things out when you get closer to people. So, yeah, Malia was doing a lot. She did a lot. It was cute and it was funny. Baby girl was doing a lot because I ain't never called out nobody's name. I just want to summon your essence and your spirit. I'm like, hey, what happens if he knocks on the door?
You call?
I'd be afraid of, like, I don't know what type of connection we have, but I shouldn't be able to say your name and you heard it.
Right.
You heard me call your name. I'd be like, this relationship is demonic. It has to be, because there ain't no way this is God.
Now you gotta pray, actually.
Yeah, something's not right about that. But yeah, Malia did a lot here. So next question is mine. It says, Chan put that good on Malia. She seems a hook now. Do you think she will go back after the party? She really seemed like she wanted to go back. The way she was talking about it and the way she was thinking, she was like, I might need to roll up over at his house. Like, tell security, call him, tell him I'm on my way. Let me put this little thing
on. I'm coming right back.
A little lace outfit, no panties.
None. Well, that easy access.
Easy access. Got my little heels on. So
okay. No, I think he put. I'm not saying like she's scared or nothing like that, but I think maybe he may wore the cat out a little bit. We be sitting there talking with our homegirls. We be like, yeah, girl, shoot, he about to get it again tonight. And then like, when it comes down to, sometimes he will, but sometimes, we just go to sleep and it was a good time. So I'm not, she might go back after the party. I mean, she was talking pretty tough. Like, maybe she thought she was done. So let me take all that back. Maybe she thought she was done. And then when she started talking about it, she's like, wait a minute.
Baby, the flame turned on. Okay, that pilot light.
I left my charger. Hold on. She might go back after that party. After the way, the way she described it. Girl, please tell me that's a heart.
Oh. I left my next O in your room.
We was raised in the church, okay. But yeah, definitely I'd be going back to get my charger. I think my lip gloss fell out of my purse, and that's a really important lip gloss I need. Did I leave my ring?
I'll tell you a secret.
I got a secret. I didn't hear it in your ear though. Like I can't text it to you.
Real close, right here. Mm-hmm.
Close, yeah. Why not? Make wrong.
Why not?
He ain't gonna be opposed to it. I don't see him being like, well, no, we have to wait.
So you don't want this? Okay. Maybe you're not what I thought you was.
Right. Then yeah, that'd be me. Get an attitude. I'll call you crying. I think we broke up. Like, what's
I think we broke up is why.
I was just like, forget it. He don't want me.
I want it.
And he couldn't tell me why he didn't want it. Oh my Lord.
God. Gee, okay. Lisa, next question is yours.
Okay. All right. Do you think it was right for Malia to pull away from her sister just because of what her father did with her money for Veronica's wedding? As a sister, she should have told her the truth and let whatever happen happen. Of course, it wasn't right for her to pull away, but I kind of understood. I understood her doing it. Right. You know, whenever they seem to talk about this girl's wedding, you know, Malia's real uptight about it. Kind of like she's not against the wedding, so to speak, but she knows how everything is, you know, basically it's on her dime. And you know, especially as a sister, you can, I don't want to say feel jealous or nothing, but definitely when you know your parents will go all out, you know, for one sibling.
It's real.
Yeah. You're like, I don't even know if they would put this energy into me, so to speak. Maybe, I don't know. I know they wouldn't take nothing from her to do this for me, even though she, you know, Malia's never been married or nothing. But yeah, I don't see like Malia not loving her or not whatever. I don't even think it's her, to be honest. I just think it's the whole what she now has to do and put up with and figure out, you know, for this wedding, because they're trying to fit in and whatever. So no, it wasn't right, but definitely understood.
Right.
Would be my answer. As a sister, she should have told her the truth and let whatever happen happen. Some things are better left unsaid. So yeah, like there's that aspect of it, like, hey, it is what it is. You don't like it, oh well.
Yeah, take a hike.
And at the same time, especially as sisters, you know, you don't want to take that from her. You don't know how she's going to take it. Yeah, and then you mess up her whole day or her experience, or just even her experience, just the whole thing. You know, she might start pulling back. And part of you is like, yeah, you should have, but then the other part is like, you know, no, I want you to do what you're gonna do the way you want to do it, whatever, blah blah blah. And so, yeah, it just, her telling the sister, I don't think would have been necessary.
Right.
It's Rose City. She would have found out anyway, but it would have been from me, so to speak.
So to speak.
Yeah. So.
I fully agree with everything you said, because I think that when you know this is somebody's like dream weddings coming to pass and they're super excited, you don't want to be Oscar the Grouch in the corner. $20,000 on that Valentino dress, because remember that came out at the graduation party, and she's like, "Oh, no dress." And everyone's like, "Oh, it's expensive." She's like, "Oh, it's like 20 grand," and Leah's like,
"No."
$dollars for it.
Get out my purse real quick, you know.
Yeah, you know, and so she's having her dream wedding, and she doesn't want to like ruin that. But at the same time, it's very, very painful to see other people move heaven and earth for some, but not for all. And I'm gonna be honest, I've been on the receiving end plenty of times with that one, where it's like people break their backs to do for this person, but when it comes, oh, you'll be fine, you'll be fine. You'd be fine. And I remember, like, because I am the youngest kid, I always was being told, like, "Oh, I know you spoiled. Oh, I know your parents give you everything you want." And I was like, it was absolutely the opposite. I was always like the last thing on the back burner that anybody thought of. And I think because some of that was like, you know, Karina is just like, I've always been pretty content. Yeah, of course we want stuff, but I'm a pretty content person. You know what I'm saying? I can go without if I have to. And I think my parents were like, well, she'll stop asking pretty soon, because I figured out maybe they don't have it, or maybe they just don't want to do it. And I, you know, I kind of go somewhere, tuck my tail, and right. But yeah, when you constantly are the person put on the back burner, you become numb to stuff. But then at the same time, when you see people spring into action for them, and it's like,
good, okay, you forget I'm here. I'm the middle child. But I'm the only girl, so everybody swore up and down because I was the only girl. You know, everybody waited on me hand and foot. I'm like, are you serious?
It was no opposite.
For me to say, we learned to be content with what we had, because one, we were going to hear no anyways most of the time, or You better babysit and figure out how to get that yourself, or blah blah blah. And because we've always been strong and we've always been able to handle it, but we grew up in a different time too, though. You gotta remember, like us 80s babies, you know, we were like the latchkey kids. We were fine, you know, but yeah, she was the baby and she wasn't babied.
I was like, what 11, 12-year-old do you know is so responsible where they have to save their own money to buy their own socks, their own underwear, their own t-shirts, their own clothes?
Man, no, my parents made sure that we just had you know, we had what we needed, but like, you know, stuff like extra stuff, birthday parties, definitely costumes for different things, stuff like that.
Absolutely not.
Right. I'm like, okay. Yeah. I don't know. We were always, everybody thought we'd be fine. And we would.
You're talking about people who would invalidate your feelings in a second. And so she was like, I hear that. And I was like, well, Mom, you know, you always do this for Courtney. You do this for this person. Like, I don't ever get anything special. Because my mom would always tell me, sorry, it didn't land on the right payday. You got to see next year. That land next year.
This is wild.
It was crazy. My mom would always get me on that payday. It just don't land on the right payday.
Like,
so my brother was like, you know what, Mom, she's right. You really haven't done nothing for her. And she's like, you know what? Put your clothes on. I'm taking you down the street to Chuck E. Cheese. And it's like a Thursday night, you know, around 6:30. We ain't gonna stay very long. So she takes us to Chuck E. Cheese. Gets down there, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna order and we're gonna have a cake, and we're gonna get some toys, and we're gonna, you know, get coins. My mom was like, I didn't say I was doing all that. My mother, this is back in the day when you could go to Chuck E. Cheese and not spend a dime. Mother went to Chuck E. Cheese and told me to go play on all the free stuff.
Yeah, that's for Chuck E. Cheese, dude. That's torture. You basically had the ball pit and then that little like play area, like
play balls. And then I was so desperate for a game, I just got to the point I started watching kids play the games I want. I'm like, nah, I hit it right. Somebody's dad was like, why are you over here coaching people? I was like, I don't have no money. And he left. Okay. And he wasn't like, well, here, take a coin, little girl. And he
just was right.
See, this is the reason why I am so generous. Because if I go to Chuck E. Cheese and I see some kids, I'm like, well, where's your coins? And they'd be like, I ran out. And I'd be like, here, take some of mine. I always do that because I remember being that kid standing by those games, and my mama was not buying coins. And I'm not saying she never bought coins. I'm saying that particular day, she didn't buy coins for me. And so we're up there at Chuck E. Cheese. And so now at this point, we're all sitting around because we didn't play in the ball pit and did all the free stuff. And so my brother and his friend was like, so we're going to order a pizza. Like, you know how much the pizza's cost? So it became this whole thing. I didn't even say no. I think I was just defeated. And they're like, so you literally said that this was her birthday and you don't even want to buy her pizza? My mother's like, fine. She ordered one pizza. So then my mother ordered. So then somebody was like, what about the drinks and stuff? And she's like, water. You know what? She went and got a cup. She went and paid for a cup and got soda because they had free refills. And she made like 5-6 people on that table. For that cup. I was like,
it is so wild. I mean,
and so she got to get in the car. That was a pretty nice birthday party, wasn't it? I ain't had no cake. It was no happy birthday. I don't even think my hair was combed that day because I was told to get in the car. So stuff like that. So I've been going back to Malia. So yeah, I see why Malia distanced herself from her sister because she didn't want whatever negativity or whatever bad feelings she had toward her parents to rub off on her. I think it is very, very easy to allow your emotions to bleed on other people. So if it's hard and you know that you're having a hard time regulating yourself, Alicia, disordered or dysregulated, you're trying to regulate your emotions, it would be a good idea to kind of, back up off people a little bit so that you don't hurt them. Because there's some things you just cannot like take back. And this is her wedding. This is a moment she's going to remember for the rest of her life. And you was over in the corner.
And people remember that.
My aunt paid for my sister's first wedding. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Anyways, my aunt paid for my sister's wedding, and she continued on throughout the entire process. And years later, talking about what she did and how she did. And my sister was just like, I would never want her to pay for anything else again, because every time she wanted to do something, well, I paid for this, well, I paid for that. And it's like, you know, so I think that when my sister got married again for her second time around and she was able to put it together the way she wanted to, she was relieved that she didn't have somebody standing over her shoulder, you know, demanding it has to be my way because I paid for these things. So
right.